one of the main things that comes across in your book is a right way through it, is that we as owners should be respected and paid for what we do and things. And I think that's sort of coming over in this discussion now. And we do tend to sort of feel a bit uncomfortable about it. I had a new car recently, and quite a few parents mentioned my new car. And I thought, if I was in any other job, nobody had mentioned my new car. You know, how do we go about turning that culture around, that we are business people who work often about 70 or 80 hours a week, and ring clients up and say, how's your work very well yesterday, and they're not in, and go all those extra things that other businesses don't do. How do we get that respect from the people?
My pet hate, Anne, is when nursery owners say, I'm just a nursery owner. What a silly thing to say. You are not just a nursery owner. You have the responsibility of transforming children, changing children's lives. You know more than me the research that defines the most important part of a child's life is this age, and you, as a nursery owner, impact that child probably more than anybody else other than the parents.
Yeah.
You should be celebrated in each of our communities. You should be looked upon as a massive leader in this community, in each of your communities, because that's what you are. And this is very much the final premise of the book. As a sector, we, all of us, have to stop using the word just and start thinking of ourselves proudly. You are, Anne, you are a childcare superhero. That's the name of the book, but that's what you are. Transforming children's lives, changing children's lives. That's not a vocation. That's a privilege. And people should acknowledge it. And people should respect it, and people should celebrate it. You are, if a doctor's practice or a dentist's practice is treated in this all fancy way, well, why is a nursery, which has more impact on a child's life than a doctor's or a dentist, why does a nursery owner be looked upon as if they're nothing special? It's wrong, Anne. It's totally wrong.
Yes.
You and your ilk are so important to children's futures and our society's future. I think it's very much the premise of the book is we have to change, and it means you and all your colleagues must stop saying we're just a nursery owner, and you need to be standing up straight. And I understand it. You've all been beaten up for so many years with these crazy rules, but it's time to stand proud. You're a childcare superhero, Anne.